What's your name? What do you do?
What's my name? What I do? My name is Andy, and I have a coffee company. It's called Coffee Weirdo, and I currently do pour over. And I just designed a new coffee drink that I'm ready to put into production.
How did your business get started?
Well, see, how do I?
What inspired you to do the coffee pour over?
Um,
Or the new coffee? Or you not
Okay, all right. So from the beginning, from the beginning, I used to constantly go to Starbucks or like coffee shop. I was kind of known as the coffee guy. So when I worked, all my coworkers knew, like they would check what time my schedule was. So it's like, say I came in at 2 p.m. They would all text me like 30 minutes prior to my shift because they knew I was in line to get coffee at the coffee shop. So one day I came across I think it was like the Coffee Ninja bar. Have you ever seen that? Well, the Coffee Ninja bar was like kind of like a little home station for the kitchen where you can make your you can make your own barista style coffee. And so I started reading the instructions, and I learned that you can, froth your milk, and it kind of does almost like an espresso shot. And I was like, man, I can make my own coffee. So I started making my own coffee at home, and I had a friend of mine tell me, hey, why don't you just open up like a coffee shop or coffee food truck, and that's where it started. Like I found like an old trailer, like a 1977 RV Prowler camper, and I converted it to a coffee trailer, and then that's where it kind of kicked off. Like I've always wanted to create a product. I wanted to kind of put in stores. I wanted to see my brand in stores, and so my first product was a Kona coffee that you can brew it anywhere, and from then on it just it's been a journey, going through the struggles of actually making it happen, making it into a reality. So it's been a challenge, but we're getting there slowly. And I'm so excited for what we're gonna do, and I have so much planned for the future, and I hope that we can make it all happen. So yeah, when it comes to the quality, I've always been big on quality. I feel like not just, and sometimes in some marketing coffees and drinks, and they have great packaging, great looks, but the quality is kind of subpar. And so when I knew I wanted to create my first product, I knew that I wanted to find the best quality possible. I ended up flying to Hawaii, and actually during the whole lockdown, and I was able to find Kona coffee. And when I first tasted Kona coffee, I was like, okay, this is something I want to work with. And I found ways to get my packaging done. I did the graphic design myself, and I sent it off to get all the packaging, the boxes, everything printed, and the final product even kind of overwhelmed, even surprised me. I didn't think it was, the feedback I got from like friends and people, or even when I was selling, I would basically put a backpack on and go door to door to businesses and sell my coffee.
doing it all by yourself?
Yeah, me and my wife, we bought a little smart car, and once we loaded up with coffee, and we headed straight to Los Angeles, and actually we were able to make it to I showed up to a Wild Boxing Club, and I told them I had coffee, and surprisingly they were all coffee fanatics, and they enjoyed the coffee. I was able to meet some celebrities, some professional boxers, and they welcomed me very well. And once I felt that kind of love, I knew that I was doing what I'm supposed to. I was keeping up what I promised I was myself that I was going to do, is keep the quality at best as possible with any of my products. And so we made it a thing. We got into a smart car, and we traveled from Los Angeles to Las Vegas, Denver, Chicago, We went up to New York, we went to Washington, D.C., and we were like at the downtowns of those cities, promoting, selling, creating content for our Instagram, and we just kind of ran with it. It was really fun. It was a great experience. I'm an entrepreneur at heart, but I definitely love to travel. So I've somehow managed to get to see different cities and countries and taste different coffees and learn as best as I could. When I was setting up my coffee shop, my food trailer, I actually drove it was during the times where Hurricane Maria was gonna hit. And I was on my way to go buy an espresso machine, one that I could afford, because some of them were out of my price range, the used ones. That one I could afford, so I hurried up and I drove 15 hours to get there, pick up the espresso machine, and then make it out of Florida in time for when Hurricane Maria hit. I actually flew to Mexico City. Actually, well, it turns out that espresso machine didn't work. I ended up taking it to a service shop in Austin and dropped it off there to get service. And then I flew to Mexico City to learn how to make coffee. And I was able to meet and do a course with a guy that owned like 3 coffee shops, and they actually taught me how to make an espresso, how to taste the different qualities of coffees, and what to look for, which helped kind of know and understand what I needed to do when it comes to great quality coffee. So somehow I've always made it a journey and an adventure along with the business that I've been trying to grow at the same time. We are open to different investment options. You know, if you like to be a partner, if you like to be a collaborator, or just a straight investor, we are open to talk and discuss the different options. If it's something that you feel passionate about and you see our vision, please feel free to contact me, and we can arrange a meeting. We can discuss all the details and all my business transparency in growing this new, different, but amazing business company. So, thank you. Yeah. I think when it comes to like when I'm just talking about me, I can be me.
Yeah.
When I'm trying to pitch something, I kind of
You're thinking scripted. What are you missing out?
Yeah. We should have done this first, and then that would have been really like I would have warmed up a little better instead of trying to do the pitch first. But it's okay. I think we got enough for that part. Any other question?